Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, we're going to do a really cool video I thought about doing. And as you guys know, if you haven't seen on the channel, we did a video talking about my reaction, my going down memory lane of my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile, which is still up on the channel. I keep all my videos that I upload on the channel. So in case you want to look at see what I've become, what I used to be to what I've become now, you can go back and look at them. So we did that recently, but I thought after thinking about it for a couple days, and I said, you know what, I need to do it. We're going to react and look at the first two Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profiles I ever did on this channel. The first two live Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profiles. Reason for that being is the first one here is not that long. The second one I think is about 10 minutes, and that should make for a good little video. Look at my first two Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profiles, seeing where I became within the span of 3 or 4 months. Now the first deck profile here, as I click on it, is from March 2013. Wow, look at those views. 1,780 and only 9 likes and 1 dislike. Oh my gosh. I actually put the deck list in the description. People don't know that. I actually used to do this. People think, why don't you do it anymore? Because it's a pain in the butt. Look at this. Deck lists. You do not see that anymore. But the reason we're going to do this is, if I remember correctly, this deck profile from March 17, 2013. This is prior to the Blue Eyes White Dragon structure deck and any of those cards announced. So this is prior to that. Okay? Remember that. So there's no Maiden with the Eyes of Blue. There's no Silver's Cry. There's no Azure Eyes. There's alternative dragons not coming out for 3 more years. This is before all that. This is back before we had any good Blue Eye support. So let's watch. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a trip down memory lane.
Hello everybody, how are we doing today? So today I'm going to talk about
that beard. That beard.
Deck. And the structure deck that is coming out later this year.
I still grow my beard from time to time,
though. The structure deck is coming out sometime later this year.
Nothing like
OCG,
that.
And then it'll come to us, the T.
So apparently I did know the structure deck was coming out. I guess they have already announced it. Because I just mentioned that in the OCG they have it, but we're not getting it yet. And but yeah, my beard. I used to grow like a beard when I was like younger. I guess it was kind of because I know Simo used to has it bad. I mean, you can't tell with his beard now, but if you look at his older videos back when he first got started, he looks so much younger. But when he has his beard, he looks so much older. I guess I was kind of doing the same thing because I don't have a baby face, but damn.
ECG. But we don't have any inkling at all what it's going to be in it. Now, before I even knew of the structure deck coming out, I had built this deck. And it works very well. So, whatever comes in the structure
deck, it works very well. That means it works poorly. When a duelist who doesn't have good quality videos says a deck profile is going to be very good, it's the greatest deck profile ever. It's the best. Love you, Sam. But yes, that means it's going to be horrible. I'm just joking. That's why.
Dramatic comeback. But then again, look at what Harpies are doing. So
fair point. If Blue Eyes can come back, because Harpies were good at this time.
I'm going to start by talking about my monsters
Harpies,
first.
I miss Harpies.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon comes out a lot in this deck. Blue Eyes usually comes out every single duel. And a 3000 beat stick is still hard to deal with in today's game. I would not.
That's true. That's true still.
But it's a fun deck. And it will be some good decks out there too. So first off, 2 King of the Swamps. This card's awesome in this deck. It gives the deck legs.
I mean, looking back, I would have probably run 3, but I guess this is before we had Maiden anything. The best thing you could do is go for Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I mean, heck, you could have run Blue Eyes Shining. Oh gosh, but you couldn't even search it. You didn't even have Melody yet. Oh, thank gosh for all the support.
Searchability. I don't usually use it to search out poly because I usually have poly in my hand, or I draw into poly very quickly.
Well, yeah, you had to use that as a substitute.
It's usually used as a substitution if I have two
Still
Blue
to
Eyes
this
White
day,
Dragons
you do
in my
that.
hand, and usually that's what happens. And then I'll get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and or something of that combination. And plus, it helps me get this guy out, Dragon Master Knight. Him, it helps me get him out when I have Dragon Mirror.
Oh yeah.
So it works.
So Dragon Mirror, that would work.
Next card.
No, it wouldn't work. With Dragon Mirror, would that work? Why did I say Dragon Mirror? I don't even think that works. I mean, if Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon's on the field and then I poly it with the King of the Swamp in my hand, that will work. I think I messed up.
2 ritual cards. White Dragon. White
Me
Dragon
and my
ritual,
bad jokes.
Because we're going to run Paladin of the White Dragon.
Me and my bad jokes. Me and my bad jokes. We're running the ritual because that's how OG we are before the good stuff came out.
Now, you may wonder why I love this ritual card.
This takes me back.
Its ability is awesome, really. It's only 4 stars you have to sacrifice from your hand, so I've sacrificed.
Did I run Manju? Did I run Manju?
I had Monster Reborn in my hand, brought Blue Eyes back that way. So I get 2 Blue Eyes. Paladin's effect, if you don't know, is when it's summoned, you can sacrifice.
I seem so tired.
Blue Eyes, but that Blue Eyes cannot attack this turn. So usually what I do is I'll use his other effect, which is if he attacks a face-down monster, it's destroyed automatically, which is awesome. So I'll usually attack and then sack it for Blue Eyes.
I guess I mean if it's a face-down.
Next up, we run 2 White Stone of Legends. No more than 2 is necessary, I find. Otherwise, it just becomes a useless card. And a good card to get White Stone Legend out, or just get another Blue Eyes if you want to activate Poly quickly, is Mass Dragon. That's why we run 3. Defensively,
I mean, you get Mass Dragon, get White Stone. I mean, back in the day, you have to remember, we didn't really have a way to play Blue Eyes White Dragon. It was pretty much a Dragon Mash deck. I mean, you had Chaos Dragons you could run Blue Eyes White Dragon in, and Red Eyes as well. But like a Blue Eyes deck,
plus it can get White Stone.
It was more of a Dragon deck.
Legend out, get Blue Eyes to your hand. If you have Kaiba Man in your hand, you can use
different times, guys.
Seahorse, he's a 17-beat stick with the ability to, if you have 2.
I mean,
light mods, it's a 2 tributes, so Blue Eyes it works for perfectly. Kaiba used this in the old days. So if you have Blue Eyes in your hand,
please tell me I'm running Kaiba Man. Please tell me I'm running Kaiba Man.
I may skim it down to 2, but I don't know yet. 1 Light Pulsar.
Light Pulsar, that works.
1 Mirage Dragon. I don't run more because I may switch a Mirage Dragon out for Kaiser Seahorse, but it's usually not necessary. Run Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon.
Okay, I'm running the broken card. Oh, and Red Eyes Darkness Metal was at 1-up because I think the previous year we had Chaos Dragons. So this is 2013. Wow, it's been a long time since Chaos Dragons roamed the earth. Damn, son. So that would have been 2012 is when Chaos Dragons were meta. So many good days. So many good days.
1 Gores because we only run, I think, like 7 or 8 traps in this deck.
That's a tech. Run Gores, I guess, because we only run a couple traps. And if you can't get the 3,000 beater out, just drop that 27 beater, man.
Gores is, if you can't get Blue Eyes out, one of the other Gores. Gores is a very good out.
I didn't even know I was going to say that, but I literally read myself in the past, knowing who the heck I am. If you can't get Blue Eyes out, drop the Gores. Snorted. Oh my gosh.
Core Magma Dragon. I'll just let you have a look see at that.
Quilky Marrow Dragon.
It's called the Core Magma deck that came out back in the day, I think in GX. Now this ability you may think is a dual sword, but usually it never affects me. It'll affect my opponent more.
This card, when Blue Eyes was meta, this card was played. This card is actually a really, really good tech card in Dragon-esque decks. But when Blue Eyes was played in the meta, like predominantly, was it in 2015, 2016? Whenever it was, when it first came out. This card is a great tech in the deck back then, and even to this day, it's a good card. It's a really good card. Listen.
And that is that if I have to reveal once per turn, I have to reveal one dragon monster from my hand.
Yep, who cares?
But because of this, my opponent can't special summon light or dark monsters to their field, and I can't either. Yes, it's
depending upon the meta, this was really, really, really good.
It's usually not that big of a deal. To my opponent, it's worse for him. One Prime Material Dragon.
Yeah, it's okay.
One
it was
Cyber
okay.
Dragon, because we run Poly and we run King of the Swamp. I'm able to get Twin Cyber Dragon out. One Axe Dragon. If you
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I just go next level with the one Cyber Dragon? I guess I was running the one Cyber Dragon so I could special summon it out and have tribute fodder. But also because I was running King of the Swamp, were they no, they're not contact. No, the OG one could be used by Power Bond or Poly. The twin. Damn, that's a good tech. Just throw Cyber Dragon in with King of the Swamp and then go for Twin Cyber Dragon.
You have an Alexander Dragon.
Wasn't expecting that tech.
Force deck right now. I would replace it with this, but I use it because it helps me get Light Pulsar easily because it's a dark.
That works.
One Lance Worm for piercing and a big beat stick.
These were just good generic dragons. It was a dragon deck with blue eyes in it.
One Breaker for other MST and another.
Breaker? What year was I in? I guess I was running because it was a dark account. So I guess this was kind of like a small chaos. I was running a lot of light and darks, I think. Except I ran a wind. But yeah.
The dark for Light Pulsar.
Yeah, Light Pulsar.
Dos Kaiba Man.
Dos Kaiba Mans.
Dos Kaiba Man.
Dos Kaiba Mans. Those were my super ones.
Summon Kaiba Man. Blue Eyes.
Hey.
Finally, the king. 3 bonuses from the.
We guys all know the story, right? I've had these forever.
Original Kaiba.
Still have them. Every. Oh, I love those cards.
Now we'll go over magic cards.
Okay.
One Monster Reborn. One Dragon Mirror. If you draw into this late game, it's usually an ace in the hole to get 5-headed dragon out.
Como se dice ace in the hole?
One Dark Hole. We hate our back row, so we run Heavy Storm.
Okay, we're good. We're getting better.
3 Poly. I tried it with 2. I didn't like it. 3 usually works.
Should have gone with 3 King and 2 Poly, but we learned later on, didn't we?
1 Swords of Revealing Light.
What was with me and swords when Heavy and MST are running around? I don't know. I mean, swords is, even to this day, not a bad card as long as it doesn't get blown away, right? Technically. I don't know what my thing was with swords back then.
And 1 MST. Next up,
MST was at 2 of them, right? I don't know.
We got traps.
I don't know anymore. It was going in my brain.
1 Magical Cylinder for the.
Oh my gosh, me and Magical Cylinder again. Remember, this was my other Monster Reborn card, Magic Cylinder was. Yeah. But then again, if you put a lot of damage aboard, then you Magic Cylinder, their 2000 attacker for game. I guess it's because I only had a couple Mirror Forces and I ran them in a couple decks.
Win.
My friend, though, Will, thank God bless him, he told me, Dragon decks don't run traps. Take that out of the deck. So I literally think the week later after I did this profile, I took that Magical Cylinder out of the deck. Just letting you know.
1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow, because this deck can run a
Why?
1 Mirror Force.
There's 1 Mirror Force.
Again, we run Metal
So Mirror Force must have been at 1 up. And why am I running this card so much?
Reflected Slime. 3000 defensive monster. a token.
What was my thing with reflective slime and scrap iron scarecrow?
And also it can be used as an exceed, I think, too. I'm not sure.
For trains.
I don't think you can.
For trains, I
one
think.
compulsory evacuation. Now to the extra deck.
Just take those cards out for compulse, man.
Queen Dragon Daijin.
That card's actually still with money. I still have that.
Amazing card. One Cyber Dragon, like I said, twin-headed Cyber Dragon.
I still can't get over the fact that we're in Cyber Dragon decks in a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck.
One 5-headed
Zane Truesdale would be proud.
Dragon.
5-headed God Dragon, yep.
One Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Still got those cards, yep.
One little Karibo token for Gores. You've been Gores, man. And
you've been punked, man. This deck profile sucks.
Dragon Master.
Dragon Master.
So, that's the deck in a nutshell. Try it out. Have some fun with it. And take care, you all. Remember always to
take care, you all. That's my southern accent from back in the day. Take care, y'all. Come back now, you hear? Oh my gosh. Okay, how much are we doing on time? You know what? I think we got room for one more. You ready? You guys ready for a second helping of Blue Eyes White Dragon bad deck profiles? I know I am. Okay, so this one I think is like just an online one. I looked at it earlier, just the first like 3 seconds. I think it's down here. Let's see. Oh my gosh, all these old deck profiles. Horse the Black Flame Dragon, Cyber Malefics from 2013 doing Dragon Ruler 4. Oh, Herald of Perfection. Olympio commented on that video back in the day. Where is it? Where is it? So we got to go to September. Okay, we're getting around it. Where is it? I know it's around here. Oh my gosh. Dueling Etiquette. January. Okay, I've gone too far. Where are you? Ah, I still love that artwork. There's the opening. There it is. September 2013. We have 8,568 views. Woo, 82 likes. And I liked it myself, apparently. 9 dislikes. Bah, humbug. And a lot of comments by me. And a lot of people's comments have been deleted, apparently. Thanks very... Apparently, that's weird. I don't show the deck profile, do I? Nope, I don't show the deck lists anymore. Okay, so this setup here, this takes me back. This is when I actually start getting better at filming. I'm still using my potato of a camera, because back in the day I didn't have a regular camera. I had my camera, like a webcam camera, which I use here. You're going to see me point it down. I had my next camera I got, like, I think the year after this, and then I have the new one, the Vixion, that I just got this past year. So yeah, but this is really funny. This is the original OG background right here. This is my dual disc. I just found this recently. My old Yu-Gi-Oh magazines, the starter deck. This was my old setup, like on a couch. I did this. This was my old grandparents' house. I used to be a caretaker, and this is me in college now. Oh my gosh. Onward to victory with Blue Eyes White Dragon. I probably still have that shirt somewhere.
Hey everybody.
I still have that hat though.
Everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh chat channel. And today, guys, I'm going to profile for you guys the Blue Eyes deck, my Blue Eyes deck. Now, I built this after I got the structure deck. I've been testing it out on Dueling Network and in real life as well against different types of decks, E-Dragons, Spellbooks.
I think by this time I had better cards. Because like early on when I started the channel, I wasn't not making money, but like I just didn't have a lot of access to cards. But as time went on, I actually got better cards.
Beyond especially. And agents, stuff like that I've been testing out against, and it does fairly well. I don't think it's going to be a tier 1 type deck, but I would say it's a good solid tier 2 deck, if anything. And does it work? Yes. Pretty much what it does is it abuses Blue Eyes, gets Blue Eyes on your field quickly. If Blue Eyes dies, Blue Eyes comes back easily. If one Blue Eyes gets banished, you're usually going to have a second one in the graveyard very quickly, and you'll be able to get that Blue Eyes out and going.
Yep. That's
very
all.
fast. Also, it makes a lot of synchros besides just Azure the dragon over here. It makes a lot more different types of synchro plays. So it's a synchro
Ooh, a
Blue Eyes
title
deck,
10 back there.
or less. It works fairly well, and I have no complaints about it. I'm
That
actually
title 10.
praising it right now because it's done good for me lately. But let's get started on the profile, shall we, guys? I hope you guys enjoy this. And one more thing I want to mention is this deck is built to my playing style. There's some cards you may question, but I've tested them out, and I'm still tweaking a couple, about 3 or 4 cards here and there. So yeah.
I can't wait
the
to.
deck for you guys.
Oh gosh, the
So
old.
we got our
At
three-
least, hey. At least I'm not showing you the cards. Like, hey, you get to look at them, and I want to take it away. At least now we have a playmat, and we're pointing the camera down. Success, with great success.
Blue Eyes White Dragons.
They have the Blue Eyes again, baby.
Blue Eyes is great in this deck. You can run 2 if you want, but I'm Seto Kaiba, so I have to run 3. That's like a sin against the Lord if I don't. So
Oh, cringe.
11 years old when the original Kaiba starter deck. These are from that era.
Yes, I've heard the story a million times.
And
Continue.
I got them back then, and I took very good care of them because I loved Blue Eyes even back then as a kid. And so these are all from then, and that's when they're in such good shape. But yep, I've had these Blue Eyes for over 13 years, 13 years almost now.
Still have those cards.
Your 3 maidens.
My baby,
so
my
good.
lady, my eyes of blue. I love you so.
But yep, she's amazing.
I'm singing. I love Maiden.
3 Masked Dragons. Let me explain to you guys Masked Dragon for a minute. Masked Dragon is your mass searcher in the deck, okay? That's the guy that searches out just about anything you need. And he can synchro too. So pretty much he can search out the White Stone of Legend. He can search out Delta Flyer. He can search out Exploder Dragon. He can search out the Rider of the Storm. He can just search about anything you really need to get out of certain situations. If you have another one in hand and you get Delta Flyer and Delta Flyer lives, you can make a level 7 or 6
Black Rose.
So, don't have to. You're always going to have backup plays you can do. But yeah, so many good things he can do. It's good.
Early on, Master, like in the early versions of Blue Eyes, as you can tell, Masked Dragon was actually pretty good. You got support, but you have to remember, this is before we even get alternative. We just have Maiden and Azure Eyes. And Dragon Shrine, which I'm going to use here. So I also had a little draw engine for the deck because now we had trade in, I think. We'll see.
First turn play, I wouldn't run. I was going to run 2, but I needed to run the 3 because it just works out so well.
True.
By the way, the deck I just checked runs at 42 cards. I may cut it down some more, but the deck is it thins so quickly and it has so much good draw power. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Agreed.
2 White Stone of Legend. I'm not going to run 3 like everybody else because the third one, even back when I was running the Fusion Blue Eyes White Dragons, it was always a dead draw. It was kind of useless.
Yeah.
With 2, you have a more likely chance that you can use its ability to get a Blue Eyes because you're always going to have 1 in hand or 1 in the graveyard, or there's a whole bunch of different combinations you can do with just 2 of them.
Agreed.
And so for replacement of the 3rd, I'm running the Rider of the Storm for the 3rd. But pretty much the reason I'm running 2 is because 3 is just a little bit too much for me. So I
kind of get. I mean, I should have run 3. Rider of the Storms was such a bad card, but I kind of get why I ran 2.
Storm for versatility. 2 Kaiba Man.
Kaiba Man.
Oh, Kaiba Man.
Kaiba Man to the rescue.
He pretty much can help you get a Blue Eyes out first turn, some way or another. And if one's dead in hand and you have Delta Flyer, you get the Masked Dragon, you get the Delta Flyer, you can just sync her up with Kaiba Man. So there's a lot of different things Kaiba Man could do. I may drop him down to 1, but every time I do, I'm like, I want 2 of them because there's so many combo plays I can do off it.
Delta Flyer is a really good card. A good tuner. Still to this day, it's actually a pretty decent tuner because they can level modulate between, making level 8 synchros and level 7 synchros. and I've always liked it for that reason. You don't run it anymore. There's only one deck I run it in, but back in the day, yep, you did.
2 Alexander Dragons.
Oh,
I was originally going to run something else. I just wanted a normal dragon beat stick so I could help get red MD without like wasting my
that makes
resources.
sense.
So 2,000 is good.
That makes
Alexander
sense.
Dragons works out well, perfectly. Also, he has won me games. Why, you may ask? Because Honest is in the deck. And literally, I've had this guy out. They attack
Oh
me with
yeah,
5
he's a
monsters,
light
they have 1,000
attribute.
life points left. I use Honest, and I win from there. So, I
That's
mean,
true.
it has
He is a
won me
light
games
attribute.
that way. I've stolen games that should have been mine just because he's a light attribute monster. So there's a whole bunch
Fair
of different
point.
things you can do with Alexander Dragon. He's a good thing to make, get red MD out, synchro, exceed, used Honest.
My logic so far is, and my deck building has gotten so much better compared to that first Blue Eyes video.
There's just so many different things Alexander
I can
does.
tell
He's
that.
a 2,000 beat stick, which is pretty decent. We run 2 Delta Flyer. It's your other synchro of the deck. You exceed tuner of the deck.
Yep.
Delta Flyer can be searched out easily. You can sync for it with things easily with it. There's just so many different things you can do with Delta Flyer.
Amen to that.
Arsenal. You can make level 8 dragons. You can make level 7 dragons. You can make level 6 tuners. There's just so many different things these two guys can do. And they're so easy to get out and combo off of.
True.
1 Exploder Dragon. I agree with a lot of people out there that this guy should have been reprinted in the starter deck, but, just like Max C they took away, I wouldn't be surprised if they took Exploder Dragon away too.
At least there's no Decor Dragon so far in either one of my deck profiles, and that makes me happy.
But Exploder Dragon just can get you out of certain sticky situations. If they go Ophion first turn, you can get out from under that.
It wasn't a bad card, but I think they made a ruling on this around this time, doing Dragon Ruler format, I remember, and it became a card that people just didn't like. It didn't have problem solving card text or something. I think I remember at the time the version I had, because it was the original print. And once I figured that out, I took this out of the deck. I remember because it wasn't as.
There's just so many different things you can do. I was thinking of running 2, but 1 is good enough for me because he's like an $8, $10 card still.
Yeah, he was expensive.
1 Red
remember?
MD. Why not? I've seen people not even run Red MD, and I'm like, why wouldn't you run a Red MD?
Run the Red MD.
1 Rider of the Storm.
Riders on the storm.
You can equip them to
Alexander
Dragon. Don't be worried
Into
about that.
this house we're born.
Also, tune up with monsters.
That's an old
so
rock song.
You can do, really.
I'm having fun watching this.
Then you have your 1 Honest.
Oh, Honest was that 1. Let's see.
And we have 1 Shining Angel. Now, I want to bump him up to 2. I really, 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 really want to, but I don't.
Why is that? Oh, it searches out Maiden. That's why.
And it searches out a lot of different cards. Just
it
about
searches
any
out Maiden.
Monster you
okay.
You can search out.
Now
also,
I get
it's
it.
a cool little play I can do too, where I can use it also for Exceeds and Synchroing too, but because he's a level 4. But if he gets destroyed and they're not going to attack me, I know for the rest of the turn I can send him to the graveyard. And if I don't have Honest, I can get Honest out in the field and then bounce Honest back to my hand.
Cool play.
So there's some cool little plays you can do with him. I may bump him up to 2. I may cut him out, but just the 1 gives me some versatility, I guess you could say, with the deck.
Yeah, Honest was that 1 of.
You can try it at 1. You can not even try it, but it's just personal preference. It actually works out very well for me. Gives me more options of Synchro and Exceeding.
And it helped bring out Maiden.
1 Dark Storm Dragon.
Huh.
It's pretty much got a built-in Heavy Storm, and plus it's another trade-in and Silver Cry target.
Yeah, because I was playing around with different level 8s to make trade-in more live, because you only had the original 3 Blue Eyes originally, and as well that could be brought back. And then you can normal summon it, it becomes Heavy Storm. It's a pretty decent tech for a hot minute.
It's in the grave. Then we run my favorite card.
Amen. Silver's Cry is a 3-up, baby. Old school stuff. Before we had Return of the Dragon Lords. Before we had Return of the Dragon Lords, you ran this as a 3-up in every version.
My new girlfriend. This card's amazing. Just get Blue Eyes back on the field. There's so many ways to get Blue Eyes on the field now and abuse them. 2 trade-ins. We have 4 targets. It's usually very live. The thing, I'd rather have a tuner in my hand than just have a Blue Eye sitting there doing nothing or something like.
Huh. I'm thinking. To be honest, I understand why, because you couldn't have a way to search Blue Eyes, really.
Like that. So 2 trade-ins actually works out very
Besides White Stone of Legend.
well.
But
2
still.
Wonder Wands. Now, the reason I run
This
Wonder
tech.
Wand instead
Okay,
of...
okay. This tech. So this was something I picked up from watching Spubble players. And Wonder Wand was such a good card. Ooh, sorry about that. Wonder Wand was such a
Cards of
good
Consist,
card.
which, just...
Such a good card back in the day, because what you could do is you could equip it to Maiden, you pop the Maiden, you get a Blue Eyes, and then you get to draw 2 cards. So technically you were getting a +1, so you were getting a Blue Eyes out, but you were deck thinning by 3 cards as well, which was kind of neat to do back in the day. It was a pretty good way. It was a way to automatically trigger Maiden's effect off, though. That was the key point. It was an easy way with a good 2-card combo to get Blue Eyes out and get draw power off of it. Who's going to complain about that? Great tech, great card, and I'm happy I picked it up watching Spellbook players.
Discard the tuner, you get to draw 2 cards, is because the tuners really are necessary to make Azure and other tuner monsters in my side deck. So I don't want to just send them to the graveyard just to draw 2 cards. That's not as good as Wonder Wand, equip it to Maiden, blow up Maiden, and draw 2 cards, because it's not always guaranteed. Maiden can stall for you, but not always. What I mean by that is, if they're going to attack Maiden, they have a reason why they are attacking Maiden. They're
Amen to that.
Blue Eyes. They have some out to Blue Eyes.
That's still
like that.
true to this day.
What you can do with Maiden
still true.
Is you can just pop the Maiden right there, get your Blue Eyes, draw 2 cards. It's been actually a comeback type card for me too. I've had it in hand, and then I drew into a Maiden. I popped the Maiden. I drew 2 cards, and I was back in the game from there. So it's really can be a comeback card type too. But that's why, because I want to keep my tuners and use them for tuning, not just sending them away to just draw 2 cards. 2 Dragon Shrine. I got an extra one actually out of one of my Blue Eyes structure decks. It was cool, so I actually had 4 of these. But it's your Foolish Burial. It can do a whole bunch of different plays.
Amen.
Send your Blue Eyes to the grave. If you have Kaiba Man in hand, get a Blue Eyes, send a Blue Eyes egg, then add another Blue Eyes to your hand. Kaiba Man, first turn, Blue Eyes, thin your deck and get a big...
We still run this card as a 1 or 2 of in Blue Eyes decks. Such a good card.
Monster on board. There's not that much, that's just really a cool play.
All right, hurry it up.
2 Forbidden Lance. Now,
that works. That's good.
I do run 2 MSTs in the side deck. I run 3 MSTs, in my side deck. So that's where my MSTs are at, if you're asking me.
Interesting.
Because this deck, actually, a cool thing about it is when I take it into matches, this deck, you can take cards out, like a trade-in, like a...
Why did you take trade-in out?
Like that, or I don't know. But you can take cards out very easily if you know what your opponent's playing. And you can side easily for that stuff. You can side in Iron Imperial Walls. You can side in Soul Drain. You can side in... I know that affects some cards in the deck, but not many. But
Soul Charge wasn't legal yet, too, I don't think.
No,
it wasn't.
A whole bunch of different things that can be really annoying to other players. The deck can be easily sided up for certain matches that are hard against. But you can... I just don't want to run the deck over 42, really. That's a little bit...
42 cards. Sometimes I do run decks over 40, but most of the time I try to keep it at 40 or very close to, but at least it's no 45 like GK's. Oh, gosh.
But that's right at the minimum requirement. I may run one MST, but 2 Forbidden Lances is doing good right now. 1 Book of Moon and 1 Dark Hole, guys. So
good staples.
Book of Moon.
Good staples.
2 Fiendish Chains.
Oh, yeah. So back in the day, Fiendish Chain was really expensive, and this was its first reprint besides the Super. So this was still like a $4 or $5 card, $6 card, but it was more accessible.
Not 3. 2 is good enough. You can bounce it back for Darkstorm,
Yeah, that was a thing.
Use a heavy
Forgot.
storm type play. But yeah, 2
that was a thing. 2 Chains! Is he still a rapper? 2 Chains! That's what we used to say every time we ran 2 Chains.
2 Mirror Forces.
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, we were crazy. Dos Mirror Forces.
And finally, we have 1 Bottomless and 1 Compulsory Evacuation.
Oh my gosh, look, better traps. Where's the warning? I don't think I ran warning in this deck because I only had like 1 copy of warning at the time. And Judgment was already banned. but still, better traps at least.
Twice. Like I said, the deck runs at 42, but those are my last 2 trap cards. Extra deck.
Oh.
Let's go to the extra deck. The extra deck I'm still tweaking up a little bit though.
Okay.
2 Azure, the Silver Dragon.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
Too much. 2 is fine. I may even cut them down to 1, but 2 has actually been pretty good for me.
Let me see any of my glasses. I can't see that well.
1 Stardust, 1 Crimson Blader.
Oh yeah, Crimson Blader was a hot tech you could run because it would shut down Dragon Rulers. I forgot about that.
Dragon Wing.
You could easily go with it with Delta Flyer and different means. But damn, I forgot about that.
Stardust against back row. Crimson Blader, need we say more?
True, true.
He's just too good. I know he can affect me sometimes, but yeah. Exploder Dragon Wing, good level 7 synchro. Try it out. I think you'll like it. You have to use 2 dragons though. Scrap Dragon.
Yeah. This was because of the Delta Flyer.
Because I don't like Black Rose as much as Scrap Archfiend.
I think it's because I had a different. I think the reason I didn't run Black Rose is because I had Black Rose in a different deck at the time, like Mermail or something.
Force of Earth, excuse me.
Or Harp.
Just for your level 6. 1 Catastor for your level 5 because you can make these.
Yep.
We have. I'll explain to you. I think you guys can maybe make that out what that is right there. That's number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon and Heraldic Sun Dragon Overlord of the Heliopolis.
Much better.
Those are your 2 level
Much better deck.
If you get 2 Blue Eyes out. 1 Maestro, 1 Pappy for your level 4.
Wow, that takes me back. When was the last time I saw a Maestro and Patholopative in a deck profile? And Leviathan Dragon, dear gosh. What year was I living in?
1 number 17 and 1 Wind Up Zen Man for your level 3s.
Ooh, that was a long time ago,
deck,
man.
Guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love my Blue Eyes. I've always loved Blue Eyes, and you know this deck is done fairly good. I'm still tweaking it though, so remember that. If you have any suggestions, feel free to tell me down below. But this deck is built to.
So you know what? Looking back on it, it's kind of cool to compare and contrast because this video came out in September. And I started YouTubing in March of that year, I think. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So we get to look ahead 7 months to see what I was to what I was starting to become. And I can tell that my deck building's already gotten better. I can tell that me doing videos is much better. But we've come such a long way. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed doing it. I had fun doing it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. It's fun to go down memory lane with some of these old videos, but I'm happy I was able to share my 2 first Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profiles with you guys. Take care, guys. I'll see you guys next time.